Today, with this group here, we're going to do a little draft. We're going to draft the offensive line you would want when everybody in the stadium knows you're running the football, when you need that yard, when that goal line is right in front of you. You can smell it. We're going to give you the guys that you want on your offensive line for when that time comes. How you want to start this?
We'll give you the first pick. So we're going to draft. You got to draft a full 5-0 line. So it's going to go you, Kyle, me, you, Kyle. We're going to go around. And you pick either left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, any position you want. I think we should say that they have to play that position. Like if Trent's on the board, we can't draft Trent and then say,
play
he's
right
playing
tackle.
left guard for us. So we're gonna. So
I would say you can flip guards.
You can flip guards. Tackles, they should probably stay at their position.
Centers, stay in there and touch the ball.
I'll take Penei Sewell.
He's taking Penei Sewell with his very first pick at right tackle. I gotta tip the cap there. That's a great first.
That's a big pick, and I'm going to go with my right tackle, Tristan Wirfs, and I don't think there's anybody really.
But he's a left.
Well, I'm going to have him at right tackle because I've got a left tackle coming.
See, I don't. I think we got to play. I think you got to play the position.
I've got a left tackle.
No, I think you got to play.
I thought we just said we could flip guards, but
we can flip guards and tackles.
Okay, flip the tackle.
Joe Alt is now a right tackle, and Rashawn Slater's flipped back to the left side. We see all this happen all the time.
No, but you got to put. I think you got to pick them at the position they play.
No, I'm cheating from
you
the
are
start.
cheating.
I'm cheating from the very start. I want the strongest guys.
Wirfs was a right tackle.
I know that.
So, but he's a left tackle now.
But I have him at right tackle because I want him at right tackle because that's where I want. I want the deuce on the right hand side. So my right tackle for the deuce is going to be Tristan Wirfs on the right side.
Mike, I think we need to have a vote here.
Seriously. No.
Yeah.
You ever been in an O-line room?
Huh? No.
We can go tackle.
I will say I'll allow it because Wirfs played majority of his career at right tackle.
Thank you.
But I voted on.
If I'm building the best line,
I voted on All Pro, and they vote by the position.
Am I the O-line coach in this O-line?
Yeah.
This O-line, we're gonna have Tristan Wirfs at the right side.
All right.
Okay, I'll just take an easy one, and I'll just go Trent Williams.
Okay.
Not that he's like a
Are you going to play him at right tackle?
Guard, but he is going to be my left.
You're going to play him at right tackle?
He's never done that.
I know he hasn't, but you're moving guys all around.
There's my left tackle.
So I have an pro right tackle.
Huh?
So you're going Trent Williams. Now you get to pick.
I'll take Creed Humphrey.
It's a good pick.
Creed Humphrey at center. So Pete has Penei Sewell at right tackle, Creed Humphrey at center. He's really taking advantage of that first overall pick.
I'm going to go Lidstrom, and I wish that they ran the ball more in Atlanta because.
So you're going your full right side is done here with Tristan Wirfs and Chris Lindstrom.
Yeah.
I like Lindstrom.
That's my double team.
Wasn't great last week, but I like
my double team. Well, they were asking him to do things he's not great at.
I like Lindstrom.
I'll go. I mean, actually, you guys both have right tackle, so I don't need to necessarily, and he hasn't flipped sides, so I'll just keep my right tackle in my back pocket then, because I know who I'm going to go. Let's go Quinn Nelson at left guard.
That's a great pick. Notre Dame homer pick right there.
Yeah, I got to get me one domer on the offensive line. O-line, you.
I think his play has deteriorated.
It has. He's not year two. Quinn Nelson, we're never going to see again. He was
that style of play. You cannot sustain it.
Too many injuries, but I think he can move people off the line of scrimmage in the short yardage.
That guy's body is going to be so beat up when he's done, but he's so damn good for so long.
Yeah, I think his play isn't as good as it's been.
Okay, so now your pick.
Yeah, I'll take. I'm trying to think off the top. I'll take Mailata.
Okay, that's a really good pick. That's a lot of ass and mats. And for me, I'm going to go in the middle of the line of scrimmage. A guy that I saw do this against my teammate Akeem Hicks. I'm going to go Frank Ragnow.
I like that one.
He's one of the biggest, baddest. He just likes to hunt and fish and kick ass on Sundays. Give me Frank Ragnow at the center position in my offensive line room. And you take a look at that right side that I just built. You know, I put Tristan back on the right side. I've got Chris at the right guard. Now I've got Frank Ragnow. I got a violent group here. We're gonna get this ball rolling.
So Pete has Penei Sewell, Jordan Mailata, Creed Humphrey. You have Tristan Wirfs, Chris Lindstrom, Frank right now. I have Trent Williams, Quentin Nelson. Really, the only position I should probably target here is right guard to try to snipe Pete. So I'm going to go Quinn Miners as my right guard to move the line.
I like that.
Broncos right guard.
He's got dreads. He's got his belly out,
he's a good player. He didn't play well last week either.
That's true, but last year's.
Yeah, it was very good last year.
All right.
So I need two guards, right?
You need your guards.
So which tackles can I convert to guards to get the biggest offensive line?
I'm a tackle that converted to guard. You want to go a retro pick?
Some of the best guards in the history of the game have been converted tackles.
You want to go retro pick?
Huh? Yeah, I'll take Kyle Long at right guard.
There you go. First down. Frisco's. Okay, so you get Kyle Long. Okay, well in that case, I'm going to go with some youth. I'm going to go with some youth on the offensive
Just
line.
make sure you don't go out on Friday night like you used to during your day.
That was Monday night, buddy. O-line dinner, okay, until the cows come home. For left guard, I'm going to go with some youth and a guy that is in the same room with a guy that I love for the last decade, Zach Martin at the right guard position, but Tyler Smith, left guard position, strong hands, somebody that.
By the way, he would have been my pick if I didn't really pick you.
I mean, he is a dog.
He's the best guard. He's the best guard in football right now.
Actually, I regret not going Tyler Smith over.
By the way,
Quinn Nelson.
can I take my pick that I was going to pick instead of actually picking you?
Go ahead, Hoss.
Tyler Smith would be on that
Okay,
list. He's the best guard. He is the best guard in football right now.
So with Tyler Smith, it leaves me some options, but you've already taken Quinn Miners. I took Lindstrom. I'm going to go Joe Tooney. Really smart. He's somebody that, and you know what? When you're in these low red areas, when you're in the short yardage areas, you got to watch late ads. You got to watch safety rotation at the snap of the ball. Joe Tooney, as good as anybody at recognizing pre-snap what the defense is trying to do. That's my pick. Joe Tooney.
I'm going to go, I guess my next pick, I'm going to go Lane Johnson at right tackle.
We knew you were saving that one. It was in your back pocket.
That one was, yeah. Well, you guys already cashed out tackle, so.
So I'm going to have the biggest, baddest, nastiest short yardage line you've ever seen. I'm taking Trey Smith at right guard.
That's a great pick. Trey Smith, a great pick. We got to get your pad level down, Trey. Come on, 6'5".
But think about the mass of my line.
That's
you're so Penny Sewell at right tackle, Jordan Mailata at left tackle. Anytime you can get a couple Islanders as your top two picks, got to go for it. Creed Humphrey at center. Left guard, Tyler Smith. Right guard, Trey Smith. Yeah, that's an ass-kicking offensive line.
So now for the left tackle position, if you notice the right side of my line, I'm going to be running it to the right, by the way, okay? So for my left tackle position, I'm going to go with somebody who is a freak athlete, somebody who I watched squat about 8 million pounds, front squat, coming out of college from Northwestern, Rashawn Slater, okay? This is a really smart guy. This is a really technically sound, pro-ready guy coming out. And he's only gotten better since he's been in the league. A lot of people, are going to talk about Joe all year, but don't forget that you've got a guy that's an all-pro caliber player in Rashawn Slater at the left side.
Who was kind of like Joel's rookie. He was ready-made from day one.
It's kind of easy for these guys.
So yours is Tristan Wirfs, Rashawn Slater at your tackle positions. Chris Lindstrom, Joe Tooney at your guards. You got kind of trim guards.
These are athletes, okay?
Those are athletes.
Something about a double team. You got to get it started, and then you got to go get the guy on the other side, okay?
Frank Ragnow at center. I kind of missed the boat on the center position. Ragnow and Creed were the two that you wanted. I'm looking around the off. I mean, if we gave me like 2 years, Cooper Beebe's probably in that mix. He's an ass.
You're having a problem because there's a real drop off.
Drew Dahlman's a great pick.
I'm gonna go Lloyd Cushenberry.
That's a good pick.
He's like solid. I definitely missed the boat. I had the third pick. I missed the boat.
What about Linderbaum down? I mean, in a year.
Linderbaum's just so slight.
I know he's little.
He's a guy that gets leverage, though. He can drive when he wants, but he's also, if you get hands on him too quickly, he can go way backwards.
Well, I mean, I masquerade as a general manager anyways, but as a general manager, I won this exercise.
Let's take a look.
I got my guy back where he wants to be on the right side.
I think Pete did win. I mean, he had the first pick. First pick's
It's okay.
But I do think Pete won.
I wouldn't have taken the
He also stole Tyler Smith from me retroactively.
No, I would have taken. He's the best offensive lineman in the league.
Well, then you should have used him for
He's the
your
best
pick,
guard in the league.
Pete.
No, I start with my tackles and my center.
And I got hurt day one of practice.
What are the most important positions?
So he subbed you.
What are the most important positions?
The center
and the tackles.
Well, I think it's center and guards. I think it's center and guards.
No, but you're wrong. It's the tackles.
Why do you think it's the tackles and not the guards? Don't you want a clean dish in front of your quarterback?
I think, yeah, but I still think the tackles are so hard to find to deal with those athletic guys on the outside.
If you just stay inside out, you can run it by. The quarterback steps up in front of a clean pocket, and then you can make the throw. Okay, if we're on time and rhythm, it doesn't matter.
There are only so many guys that can play tackle. I think you can convert guys to play guard.
That's so disrespectful.
Well, think about it. Okay, Yanda was a tackle.
Hall of Fame guard.
Wasn't Quentin Nelson a tackle at Notre Dame?
That's because high school coaches.
Quentin Nelson was a guard.
High school
Zach
coaches.
Martin was a tackle at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he can do everything.
So I mean, you could. Osemele, remember back in the day, he was a tackle at Iowa State.
His mindset is guard. KO's mindset was a guard.
But so
he would have been a first-round pick,
which is why the transition for Becton is interesting to me because he's such a big physical guy and he wasn't good at tackle. He might end up being a decent guard.
I think that the angles when you're playing inside, everything gets shortened up. And for Mekhi Becton, we'll take a little trip down the Mekhi Becton lane here. When you, no pun intended, Lane Johnson. When you're playing the guard position, the things are on you so much quicker. So like I'm lined up at guard. This is the D tackle right here. When I'm Mekhi Becton, usually that is where the defender is. So my angles in run, whether it's play side or backside, are changed, whether it's the defensive end or the 3 technique. And, sometimes these things happen so fast. And as a tackle, when you've had so many reps at tackle, it happens too fast for you to adjust. For Mekhi Becton, it's going to be reps. It's going to be getting those double teams in practice and the live reps in the games with Lane Johnson. And to your point, I think if Mekhi and Lane can figure it out and get hip to hip, it's like a 3-legged race. That's what our O-line coaches used to say. It's my inside foot and then Lane and I's leg together right here. Boom, 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 running these guys out of the club. That's what you're going to see. And Saquon's going to be able to press that linebacker, make a decision.
See, and you know this because they don't hit in camp anymore, so it's hard to work those reps and the timing of it.
Yeah, we work it so much with the offensive linemen. It's like an individual period. They say, okay, Johnny, you get out there. Lane and Mekhi, you're on the double team, and I need a linebacker. Give me a linebacker. These aren't linebackers. These are all backup offensive guard, backup center playing D tackle. So the looks you get in practice are not the same. Mekhi realized that after 1 week.
He actually did a couple of good things getting off to the second level, though.
I love Mekhi Becton. We loved him coming out of Louisville, and obviously if he could just stay healthy, he'd probably still be playing tackle. But he's in this situation now, and I think it's good for the Eagles.